Hello everybody and welcome back to another episode here on 539. So today we are returning to the Oak Lawn Cemetery here in Sturgis, Michigan. I wanted to see if I can get finally an internal view of this really amazing pyramid-shaped mausoleum that we saw a few years ago. I'm not sure how long exactly it's been since we've been here, maybe 3-4 years, something like that. And when we were here the last time, the glass was frosted for Christmas decorations, I guess, and so it was completely impossible to see inside. And there's a few other mausoleums in here too. We'll kind of peruse around, see if we can look in a few more. It's starting to snow already, so I don't know how long I can stay out in between shoots here, but we're gonna stay as long as we can until I have to leave this place. So it's really huge. I think it's gonna be really interesting, and hopefully we get an interior view this time. Okay, well, we are out of the car here, heading towards the mausoleum. We're a little bit far away, but I kind of want to do that first. I may have to cut and bring you back here in just a minute because we have these other mausoleums that I want to show you guys, or at least it's been a while since y'all have seen them, or maybe some of you out there have not seen them yet, but I just am so curious, and I don't know honestly if the snow is going to get better or worse. So my thought here is that if I don't immediately head forward, that we might lose our opportunity to actually look at it. And it almost looks like somebody put a slack line up in the tree, or like oh, that's private property, never mind. I thought that was just in the cemetery. Maybe someone was like doing a stealth camp here or something. But I don't know how many of you actually, again, remember this place, but really huge. There's another hidden, not really hidden mausoleum, but you can see it easier from the road than you can from inside, if I remember correctly. And it is just freezing. It's about 20 degrees out, but I had already taken too long of a break as it is. So I decided it was the appropriate time to come back here, and even though it said it was going to be windy all day long, I got to the city, and lo and behold, we were covered in snow. So you can already get a fairly good glimpse of the mausoleum coming up here, but I'm gonna go ahead and cut for just a brief moment so y'all don't have to suffer through too much of this travel, and then hopefully we get a good view with the flashlight and hopefully no frost on the glass. Okay, I'm guessing, okay, yeah, here's the path. You can just barely see the edges. I don't even know if you can tell on camera, but you can see the gap here in the memorials. So just amazing. Again, one of my favorites that I've ever found, the Frank's Pyramid Mausoleum here. I'm not really sure how much it cost. If I remember, it may have cost around $1 million to build this, and it has a giant lightning rod on the top there. And what an amazing piece of architecture. You can see that, again, it's still kind of decorated for Christmas. It looks like the windows may be frosted still. I'm gonna be a little disappointed if I can't get some sort of interior look here. Obviously it's gonna be locked, so there's no reason to try that, but I don't really think there's a possibility. Yeah, it's incredibly dirty still. You can see where they've used the spray-on frost that you can buy at local grocery stores or whatever to spray on your glass in the winter, and it makes it look like there's snow or whatever from the inside. And at some point they had sprayed it, it looks like either that or it's just there might be some moisture getting inside and it's some just like calcification or something. Unfortunate, incredibly slippery too. Those steps are bad. But again, we'll just do a quick walk around here so everybody can get a decent view of the place and this amazing architecture. And just incredible. It looks so cool in the snow too. This side is the only one that's not getting a lot of accumulation. You can see just how reflective it is. You can see my reflection quite well on it. So it doesn't look like, unfortunately, we're gonna get that interior view that I was going for today. And I thought I had seen when I shined the flashlight in there a stained glass window, but now I'm realizing that there's no place for it on the back. Huh, interesting. All right, let's continue. We'll see if we can get some interior shots of any of the other mausoleums here. I think there's one mausoleum that I was a little bit confused about here last time, and I'm almost positive this is a place. I kind of at first thought it was something, I really didn't know. It just said the position of a person on it, and it was a very strange position. I can't remember exactly what it was, and it ended up taking me some time to actually look it up, and I believe it is a fraternal order, maybe? I'm trying to remember now exactly even what it was, what it said on it. But luckily, I don't know if it's the moisture level in the air, but now that it's starting to snow, I'm actually quite a bit warmer. And obviously it's probably some of the walking as well, but yeah, it's really going to add quite the atmosphere. But unfortunately, I think I'm going to have to take quite a few breaks so that I don't end up getting a lot of moisture in the camera, because at the rate that this is falling, it's going to end up getting into something, I'm sure. These lenses that come with the M50 are not waterproof. We're at the Grubheiser, I'm not sure the pronunciation, but the mausoleum. It does look like a pretty clear view inside this one. And yeah, I don't know if are there not names in here? Oh, I think I see it now. I don't know. Maybe it is unused. Let's see if there's... I don't know if I see anything on the bottom either. Unless perhaps they're completely unmarked. Yeah, it kind of looks like they might just be unmarked. And then here is a shot of the stained glass. Oh, I think this might have been the one. It says the Grand Commissioner of Michigan. I'm not 100% sure what that is. However, what I'll go ahead and do is to look that up on my own when I get back and start editing later, and see if I can put something up on the screen. Let's hit one more here, and then I'm gonna head back to my car and drive around and see the other mausoleum before I end up running out of time, or I get a moisture warning. I don't know if hopefully I can get moisture warnings. I'm pretty sure this camera tries to sense that. And it's not letting me focus. I'm trying to manually focus with the focus ring, and it will not let me do it. I'm gonna get as many of the names as I can. Unfortunately, it is really not liking looking through the glass here. So I'm just gonna have to do the best that I can. Oh, now it's doing better. I can't really read them, but I'll try and put some stuff up on the screen. Okay, let's head back here and look at the Kirsch Mausoleum from the back, and it looks like I think we have a... Oh, is this the one? Wait a second. No, I'm not at the right place. I was thinking of a central Indiana location for a second. I thought that was the falling apart mausoleum. I don't believe there's anything wrong with this one. We're gonna have to go all the way to the road to go around to get there, though. But I think it's gonna be worth it. I don't even know if it's a mausoleum. That might be... I think it's just a very small outdoor crypt. It might be a family crypt. And if so, it looks pretty cool. I'm trying to remember if this was actually here last time. I'm positive it probably was. I'm probably just misremembering. I know sometimes I get to these places and unfortunately I don't remember absolutely everything that I've seen. And here's another great example of why I try to really not visit many places like this in the middle of the snow, because it's just so easy to accidentally walk on top of something, and you never want to be disrespectful at all at locations like this. So I try my very best to just not film, or if I do, to walk on the pathways like this. Okay, we are safe to cross here. There is a small little, oh, this is neat, a little memorial here. Looks like it's just a memorial, not actually a burial. It says, "May this tree grow strong in memory of David Lee Droger, with love, Dad, Granny, and Grandpa." And then behind we have this kind of, it looks like brick, but it's basically stonework. And okay, so yeah, it definitely was, I'm assuming that none of these people were moved, which seems unlikely that so many would be. I probably am just misremembering. Michael Dembski, 1913 to 1982. Josephine Dembski, 1917, and apparently still living, maybe? That would be possible, I suppose. That would be over 100 years. But how amazing is that if that's true? Earl K. Metz, 1920 to 1998. Evelyn Metz, 1923 to 2005. I'll scan through one more time. I don't know if I was looking at those right. Or, excuse me, had them censored. And then Ryan Murphy, 1999. Helen Zeil, 1994. Hans George Lessing. That almost sounds like a famous name. 1899 to 1977, and then Charlotte Craft, 1937 to something. 1991, Ronald Kingsman, 1928 to 1989. Wow, we're gonna be able to get through all of these. We'll do it quickly though, I promise. Harry Longnecker, 1915 to 2002. Ruth Longnecker, 1917 to 2006. Kenneth Abbs, 2006. Arthur Cole, 1998. Catherine, Cole, 2007. Some of these are very, and Irene Thompson, looks like 2019. So some of these are recent. Not all of them are, but another interesting installation here. And I'm not really sure if there's anything on the other side, or if we can head on. Oh, it looks like this whole side is filled here. I'm not going to be able to read all of these in the time that we have allotted. The sun is not going to last for too much longer. I got about an hour, but I want to try and make a few different episodes, and I want to try and get as many of the mausoleums here done as possible. I think there might only be one more though. Either that or there's a couple in the back, but again, cannot really remember at this point. So, really amazing though. Only thing I do see, it looks like this one down here, Dagmar F. Cade, 1896 to 1979. I don't know. It looked a little bowed. I don't think it actually is, though. Oh, no, it's this one. It's Cecil G. Baker, 1907 to 1984. You see that the stone is just a hair sticking out a little bit. I don't know if that's a flaw in the stone or if it's just leaning a little bit. It does look like they come in from time to time and put these little metal tacks of some sort in it. Whew, the wind just picked up, but I'm getting a little bit of protection here. Just a freezing day though. So, okay, good. Wind just died down. But yeah, it looks like I can't really get to anything else quickly without driving. So I'm just gonna go ahead and swing over to my car real quick. We'll jump inside and then head over to possibly our last mausoleum, and I believe there is a Civil War memorial over there as well. Check that out, and again, see if there's any updates. I know this is technically a repeat, but we were trying to get that interior view this time. Unfortunately, it did not happen, but maybe one of these days. I don't know how it works. They may end up getting in there and cleaning that off some. I know it is a really famous, not local attraction obviously, but it is a famous sort of landmark of the area, so I don't know if they really try to do any maintenance or whatnot on it. And again, it may just be one of those things that the family didn't really want to share the inside with the rest of the world. It didn't seem that way, but I'm 100% not positive, so we're gonna have to maybe make a few calls and see on that one, and then I'll have to get back to you guys later. But the rest of this is gonna be super amazing as well, so we'll head over there and check out those memorials, as well as maybe some of those Civil War soldiers buried and memorialized around that. So, all right, let's skip forward.